Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we've got a special one for you, the 1984 USA 1-cent coin. It may seem like just a humble penny. Collectors are going crazy over certain versions of this coin. Believe it or not, some of these pennies can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market. Want to know why? Let's get started. Before we talk about why this coin is so valuable, let's take a quick look at its history. The 1984 penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. These coins featured Abraham Lincoln on the front, or obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, reverse. In 1984, these pennies were struck in huge quantities, primarily made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. While most of these coins are worth only their face value, a few have special characteristics that make them extremely valuable to collectors. So, what makes certain 1984 pennies worth a small fortune? There are a couple of key factors. Some 1984 pennies were struck with minting errors, which makes them incredibly rare. One of the most famous errors is the 1984 doubled die obverse. This means that parts of the design, especially on the obverse, appear doubled. You'll notice this doubling most prominently in the inscriptions, such as Liberty or the date 1984. Coin collectors are always on the hunt for coins in pristine condition. If your 1984 penny is in uncirculated or mint condition, it could be worth significantly more than a regular worn-out penny. Even within the error coins, certain varieties are rarer than others. Combine that with high demand from collectors, and you've got a recipe for skyrocketing prices. A regular 1984 penny in circulated condition is worth just 1 cent. A 1984 double die obverse penny in good condition can be worth $3,000. If you have a high-grade version, like one graded or higher by a professional grading service, it could be worth $4,000 or more. In 2021, a 1984 DDO penny in mint condition sold for over $5,000 at an auction. That's a lot of money for a coin you might find in your spare change. So how do you know if your 1984 penny is valuable? Here are some tips. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to look closely at the coin. Check for doubling on the inscriptions and date. Look for coins with minimal wear and shiny surfaces. Coins that look like they just left the mint have a better chance of being valuable. If you think you have a valuable coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service. They'll assign a grade to your coin, which can significantly impact its market value. If you've found a 1984 penny and want to sell it, or if you're looking to add one to your collection, here's where to start. Websites like eBay often have listings for rare pennies. Make sure to check recent sales to gauge the market value. Visit local coin shops or dealers. They can appraise your coin and may even buy it from you. For high-valued pennies, consider selling through auction houses that specialize in coins. And if you're a buyer, these same platforms are great places to find your dream coin. So there you have it. The 1984 penny might be small, but its value can be massive if you've got the right one. Whether you're a collector, investor, or just curious about coins, it's always exciting to find treasures like this. Next up, the 1975 US 1-cent coin. Yes, that humble penny you might find buried in a junk drawer or tossed in your coin jar. Could it be worth more than face value? Stick around to find out. Before we get into the potential value of these coins, let's start with a little history. The 1975 US 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, was minted by the Villains. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design was in circulation from 1959 to 2008. Given the massive number minted, most 1975 pennies are particularly rare, but, like many coins, condition errors and historical quirks can significantly impact value. You might be wondering, how could a dirty or worn penny be worth more than a cent? Well, the answer lies in two key factors: rarity and errors. Mint errors, such as double D strikes, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws, can make a coin incredibly valuable, even if it's dirty or worn. Collectors love these imperfections because they tell a unique story about how the coin was made. A 1975 penny with a double D obverse sold for $5,000 at auction. An off-center strike example fetched over $6,000, even in circulated condition. Did you know that pennies minted before 1982, including the 1975 penny, are made of 95% copper? With copper prices fluctuating, the melt value of these coins can exceed their face value. However, melting pennies for scrap is illegal in the United States, so do try it. As of today, the copper content in a single penny is worth about 2 cents. While this does make you rich, it's still interesting to note. Now, let's talk about coin grading. Dirty or worn coins are often graded as circulated, which typically hide their value. However, coins with rare errors or unique features can still fetch high prices regardless of condition. A professional grading service can certify your coin and provide an official grade. A graded coin usually sells for more because collectors trust the certification. So you've checked your 1975 penny and think it might be valuable. Where do you sell it? Remember, every 1975 penny is worth a fortune, but with a little luck and knowledge, you might just strike gold, or in this case, copper. Next up, the 1961 USA 1-cent coin. Its historical significance and its current value in fine condition. So, let's dive in. The 1961 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial penny, was minted during an interesting time in American history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse back. By 1961, these pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, unlike today's pennies, which are mostly zinc with a thin copper coating. Copper was more valuable back then, and over time, the copper content alone has added to these coins' allure. Now, you might be wondering what makes the 1961 penny special. While it's considered a rare coin, its collectability depends on several factors, such as its condition, mint mark, and errors. Coins minted in Philadelphia will have no mint mark, while those from Denver will have a small D under the date. Coins in fine condition, like the one we're talking about today, show minimal wear and maintain clear details, making them appealing to collectors. But here's where things get even more interesting. Error coins. A 1961 penny with striking errors, such as double die, obverse or reverse, off-center, strikes, or repunched mint marks, can fetch significantly higher prices in auctions. So, what's the market value of a 1961 penny in fine condition today? If your penny is in just fine condition, not pristine but still decent, it's worth slightly more than face value, around 3 to 5 cents. However, coins in uncirculated or near mint condition can be worth $4,000 or more, depending on demand. If you're lucky enough to find a rare error coin, you could be looking at values ranging from $5,000 or more. In fact, some error coins have even sold for thousands of dollars at auction. The rising price of copper has also boosted the intrinsic value of these coins. The copper content alone can be worth around 2 to 3 cents, depending on the market price of the metal. The 1961 penny is just one example of how everyday items can hold surprising historical and monetary value. While it might make you a millionaire, it's a great reminder to check your pocket change and think twice before dismissing just a penny. You never know. You might be holding a small piece of history worth far more than its face value. Next up, the 1961 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, is a piece of American history. It features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was designed by Frank Gasparo. These coins were minted primarily at 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver, marked with the P or D mint mark. In 1996, billions of pennies were minted, making this coin common in circulation at the time. But what about now, Let's find out. Not every 1996 penny is worth more than 1 cent, but certain factors can drastically increase its value. Condition coins in mint state or uncirculated condition hold the highest value. Look for sharp details, no scratches, and no signs of wear. Errors or variants. Some 1996 pennies might have minting errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or cracks. These unique flaws can make a coin highly sought after by collectors. While most 1996 pennies are common, certain batches may have been produced with limited runs or unique characteristics. A 1996 penny in average circulated condition is worth just 1 cent. However, a coin in MS65 condition could fetch up to $4,000 or more. Rare errors, like a doubled die penny, can be worth hundreds of dollars. Circulated, condition 1 cents to a few cents. Mint state, $5,000, depending on demand. Rare errors, $6,000 or more depending on the error and rarity. Online auction sites like eBay and Heritage Auctions often list error coins and high-grade pennies for premium prices. But remember, the actual value depends on finding the right buyer. Who knew a humble 1996 penny could be worth so much more? If you have a collection of pennies at home, now's the time to start searching for hidden treasures. Next up, 5 pfennig coin in 1991 and uncovering its current value in the market. Stick around. You might be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. The 5 pfennig coin was a staple of German currency for decades, part of the Deutschmark system, before Germany transitioned to the euro in 2002. The 1991 edition, in particular, is part of the last decade of this coin's production, making it a nostalgic piece for collectors. Minted in brass-plated steel, its distinctive design includes the iconic wheat ears, symbolizing Germany's agricultural heritage, and the inscription Bundesrepublik Deutschland. But what makes this coin special today? When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. A 1991 5 pfennig in fine condition means it shows some wear from circulation, but retains most of its design details. While fine is the top grade, this coin's rarity and historical significance still make it desirable. Coins in better conditions, like the 575 Scotch grade, naturally fetch higher prices. Now, let's talk dollars. In today's market, a 1991 Germany 5 penny coin in fine condition is valued at around $4,000. That might sound like much, but remember, this is just for a common condition. If you have a better preserved version, prices can jump to $5,000 or more. And if your coin has unique mint errors, like an off-center strike or missing details, it could be worth even more, possibly $6,000 or higher. If you're looking to sell, online marketplaces, coin auctions, and numismatic forums are great places to start. But if you're collecting, this 5 pfennig coin is a fantastic addition to a historical German currency set. Its affordability and charm make it a great entry point for new collectors. The 1991 Germany 5 pfennig coin might make you a millionaire, but it's a wonderful piece of history that's gaining interest among collectors. So, check your coin jar or old collection. You might just have a small piece of Germany's past worth something today. Next up, the 5 pfennig coin from Germany, minted in 1982. If you've got one in your collection, it could be worth more than you think, especially if it's in pristine condition. Let's explore its history, key features, and what collectors are paying for it today. The 5 pfennig coin was part of the German Deutschmark currency system, introduced after World War II. It served as a key piece in everyday transactions for decades. By 1982, these coins were produced in millions, yet their value has changed significantly over time. These coins were made of copper-plated steel, giving them their distinctive appearance. Collectors value coins based on their condition. Coins graded as extra fine or uncirculated fetch the highest prices. These coins appear as if they just left the mint, with no scratches or wear. If your 5 pfennig has a brilliant shine, sharp details, and visible damage, you might be holding a Gemini. In today's market, the value of a 19825 pennig coin varies depending on its condition and demand. Circulated coins, typically worth a few cents to a couple of dollars due to their commonness. Uncirculated coins in extra good condition, these can fetch $5,000 on collector marketplaces. If your coin has any unique minting flaws, its value could skyrocket to $6,000 or more. Authenticate your coin. Use a magnifier to check for mint marks, errors, and authenticity. Get it graded. A professional coin grading service can certify its quality, increasing its market value. Join coin communities, engage with online forums, or attend coin shows to connect with collectors who might be interested. Listed online platforms like eBay or collector websites are great for showcasing your coin to potential buyers. The 19829 Feniger coin might seem like a relic of the past, but it could hold surprising value in today's collector market. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just stumbled across one in your old change jar, this coin tells a story of history, artistry, and potential profit. So, check your collection. You might just have a hidden treasure. Next up, welcome back to my channel. Today we should talk about coins. Could a single penny in your pocket be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today? 1987 USA 1-cent coin, especially in extra good condition, is sparking interest in the numismatic world. Let's dive into why this humble coin has become a treasure for collectors and what its true market value might be today. 1987 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, was minted in massive quantities. Over 4 billion coins were struck between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Why would a coin so common be worth more than its face value today? The answer lies in its condition, rarity, and errors. When we talk about coins, we're just looking at the age or material. What really excites collectors are coins that are preserved in pristine condition, referred to as mint state or extra fine grades. 1987 penny in such conditions can fetch surprising amounts. 1987 penny in average circulated condition is still just a penny, but one in pristine MS67 condition or higher could be worth anywhere from $4,000. Exceptional specimens, like MS68 grades, have been known to sell for over $5,000 at auctions. Another factor that increases the value of the 1987 penny is mint errors. Coins with misstrikes, doubling on the lettering, or unusual anomalies can skyrocket in value. Collectors love error coins because they're unique and tell a story about the minting process. Some 1987 error pennies have sold for over $6,000 at auction. Imagine turning a penny into that kind of profit. As of today, the market for 1987 pennies in top-grade condition remains strong. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices, especially for error coins or high-grade specimens. If you're lucky enough to have one, it could be worth anywhere from a few dollars to several thousand. The key is patience and knowledge. Coins with the highest grades and rare errors often fetch the highest prices. So, the next time you're sorting through loose change, take a closer look. That humble 1987 penny could be a hidden treasure waiting to change your fortune. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to join us on more numismatic adventures.